World Cup Pitch Report. Day 21's Daily Recap. July the 1st, 2026. Round of 32 90,000 Mexicans shaking the earth beneath the Azteca. A ball fizzing into the top corner. Raúl Jimenez, arms wide, mouth open, and a nation absolutely losing its mind. Welcome to World Cup 2026. Today was the day things got very, very real. What is up, football world? Welcome back to World Cup Pitch Report, your daily home for everything FIFA World Cup 2026. I'm your host, and today is day 21 of the greatest show on earth. 4 round of 32 knockouts on the menu today. 4 teams sent home, 4 nations roaring into the round of 16. Let's get into it. We open in Atlanta at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, England versus DR Congo. Nobody gave the Leopards a prayer, they had other ideas, at least for a spell. Harry Kane opened the scoring in the 22nd minute, controlling a long ball beautifully and slotting past Mpasi with the composure of a man who has done this 1,000 times. England were in control, but Congo pressed. Yoan Wissa, the Newcastle forward who's been the tournament's best-kept secret, pulled one back just before the hour, 63 minutes, and suddenly Atlanta got nervous. But England weren't going to let this slip. Bukayo Saka restored the 2-goal cushion on 55 minutes with a cutting run and clinical finish, and Jude Bellingham put the final nail in the coffin in the 78th. A driving run, a step over, a thunderous left-footed drive. England 3, DR Congo 1. Tuchel's boys are through. Over to Seattle's Lumen Field, Belgium versus Senegal. Kevin De Bruyne reminded the world exactly why he's still a generational talent, curling a set piece into the top corner in the 34th minute. Leandro Trossard doubled the lead in the 71st, clinical on the counter. Nampalys Mendy's Senegal pulled one back through Ismaïla Sarr's cross, met by Lamine Diatta in the 86th, but it was too little too late. Belgium 2-1 Senegal. De Bruyne's tournament continues, then to Santa Clara, USA versus Bosnia-Herzegovina. The home crowd was electric, and Christian Pulisic delivered in the 27th minute, a low-driven shot that kissed the post and went in. Folarin Balogun, on his best World Cup showing yet, headed home a dest cross in the 60th. When Hadziahmetovic received his red card in the 77th, it was over as a contest. USMNT 2-0 Bosnia, and the Americans march on to the delight of 85,000 at Levi's Stadium. And then the main event, Mexico versus Ecuador at the Estadio Azteca. And what an atmosphere. Julian Jimenez opened it in the 18th minute, a darting run, a composed finish, and the cauldron erupted. Then came moment of the tournament. Raúl Jimenez, 31st minute. A back heel from Jimenez. Jimenez checks his shoulder, lets the ball arrive on his right foot, and bends it into the top corner. Galíndez doesn't move. The Azteca shakes, 2-0 at half. Ecuador tried. González hit the bar in the 68th, but Mexico were ruthless. Jimenez again in the 75th minute, his second of the night, sliding in at the back post, 3-0. Mexico dominate. El Tri are through in style. All right, let's talk goals, because today gave us some absolute bangers. Kevin De Bruyne, Belgium versus Senegal, 34 minutes. The ball sits up perfectly from a foul just outside box. De Bruyne steps up, 5-yard run-up, and whips it around the wall and into the bottom left corner. Edouard Mendy gets a fingertip to it. It doesn't matter. That is 34 years of Belgian football refinement in one precise, devastating swing of the boot. De Bruyne raises a single finger to the sky. Understated. Ice cold. Brilliant. Number 2. Jude Bellingham, England versus DR Congo, 78 minutes. This goal tells you everything about Bellingham's evolution as a footballer. He picks it up 30 yards out, plays a 1-2 with Saka, gets it back, sees the half gap, drops his shoulder, takes a touch, one touch, perfect weight, and drives his left foot through the ball. It screams into the bottom corner. Pickford jumps up and down. England bench erupts. Bellingham is that guy. But the goal of the day, there was only ever going to be one winner. Raul Jimenez, Mexico versus Ecuador, 31 minutes, Estadio Azteca. Julian Jimenez picks it up wide right, drifts inside, plays the most audacious backheel you'll see all tournament, threading it into Jimenez's path on the edge of the box. Jimenez doesn't even take a touch to control it. He sees the ball, he sees the space, and he just wraps his right foot around it, curling, bending, rising. The trajectory is almost impossible. Galindez is positioned perfectly. It doesn't matter. The ball whistles into the top right corner and 90,000 people go absolutely berserk. Stewards abandoning their posts. Cameramen losing their heads. Jimenez sprints to the corner flag, slides on his knees, both arms out, king of the Azteca. World Cup 2026. This is football. Talking point today. It has to be the Azteca. Can Mexico actually win this World Cup on home soil? The case for, they are electric at the Azteca. The atmosphere is unlike anything. 90,000 fans functioning as a 12th man. Jimenez has 3 tournament goals. Quinones is unplayable in transition. Their defensive shape was superb. Ecuador barely created a chance of note. The case against, the round of 16 gets harder. Argentina, France, Brazil are all still in the draw, and USA. And those teams won't be rattled by a loud crowd. Mexico's group stage had wobbles, and historically, well, we know Mexico's World Cup record in the knockouts. The curse looms. My take, I genuinely think this Mexico squad is different. There's a steel and a swagger about them that we haven't seen from El Tri in a generation. When Jimenez hits them into the top corner at the Azteca, anything feels possible. Drop it in the comments. Can diaxani can danimbias semsk shamksi. Mexico go all the way. And should the other host nations be worried? Right. What have we got tomorrow? 3 more knockout clashes. Buckle up. Spain versus Austria. SoFi Stadium, Inglewood, noon ET on Fox. Spain topped their group, playing some of the slickest football of the tournament. Pedri pulling the strings. Yamal terrorising defences. Austria got through on grit and a David Alaba masterclass. Key matchup, Pedri versus Sabi. Sabitzer in midfield. Whoever wins that battle wins the game. My prediction, Spain 2-1 Austria, but Austria will push them. Portugal versus Croatia. BMO Field, Toronto, 7 p.m. ET on Fox. Ronaldo and Modric. The old guard, still standing, 2 legends, possibly their last World Cup dance. Ronaldo leads the Golden Boot race. Modric makes Croatia tick. Key player to watch, João Felix for Portugal. He's been the surprise package. Prediction, Portugal 2-0 Croatia. Modric's magic won't be enough. And late, Switzerland versus Argentina. 11 p.m. ET, FS1. Messi and Switzerland, always compelling, always close. Key player, Lionel Messi, obviously. One prediction, Messi scores. He always scores. Argentina, 1-0. Switzerland. That is your Day 21 World Cup recap, right here on World Cup Pitch Report. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? Smash that subscribe button, ring the bell, you know the drill. Emphi, onxi. Every single day of the World Cup, we've got you covered. Drop your predictions for tomorrow in the comments and I'll see you back here in 24 hours. Stay football, people. Word count. Monteribas 15 eat target 10 minutes.